Hey guys, you probably just finished or recently finished this assignment. Let me enlarge that for you. Remember this one? You probably just finished that. This mini lecture today is about this assignment. On Tuesday the 14th, I'm going to have you do this. Okay? But let's start at the top. Here's the name of the assignment for Tuesday. It's called A Radio Show About AI, Artificial Intelligence. It's on page 27 and it's exercise C. Comparing and discussing notes. Now, by the time we meet on Tuesday, you will have already done that. You will have already taken notes to the best of your ability. But on Tuesday the 14th, when we meet for our Zoom meeting, be prepared to do these things. Number one, show us your notes. So, take your notes and put them in front of your camera so that we can see what you did. Now, after you show us your notes, then I would like for you to discuss what worked best for you when taking notes. For example, did you use abbreviations when you were listening to the speaker and you were taking notes? Did you use abbreviations? For example, the word year, maybe you used the abbreviation YR. Or for technology, instead of writing the whole word, just write tech, T-E-C-H. Or maybe for the word because, you wrote B/C. Those are just 3 examples of using abbreviations when note-taking. Now, the reason we use these abbreviations is so that we can spend more time writing other things. Taking notes is difficult, and it takes a lot of time. So if we can shorten that by using abbreviations, that's helpful. Did highlighting work for you? Because highlighting is very helpful in note-taking. When I take notes, I highlight a lot. Why should we highlight? Well, we highlight the most important things. For example, if I'm listening to a lecture or a speaker about the year of the pandemic, the Spanish flu in 1918, I'll want to highlight 1918 because that's a very important year to remember. Or maybe there was a famous doctor that was the result of the Spanish flu, and so maybe I'll write that doctor's name and highlight that doctor's name. So highlighting is used for the important things. So take a look at your notes. Are you using abbreviations? Are you using highlighting? And last, are you using underlining? Now maybe you would use highlighting for certain things like important names or important years. Maybe you would use underlining for another reason. Maybe you're underlining because that's what you want to memorize, say. I don't know. Like I said in my last mini lecture, taking notes is personal. When you take notes, it may be different from someone else's notes. In fact, it probably is. Maybe you don't use a lot of abbreviations because you write quickly and you don't need to. Maybe you don't use highlighting because you only want to use underlining. Or maybe you don't use underlining because you only want to use highlighting. Note-taking is very individualized or personal. Let's go through this one more time real quick. A Radio Show About AI is the title of this assignment. It's on page 27, exercise C. Most of you probably already did that and took your notes, though you may want to go back and improve those notes because you're going to present them. We're going to compare them and discuss them. So on Tuesday the 14th for our Zoom meeting, be sure you are ready to prepare in showing your notes and then discussing what works for you. And maybe you'll also want to tell us what does not work for you. Now, don't forget, we're going to discuss and compare. So tell us what worked for you, and let's have a discussion about what worked for someone else. Ask someone in the class, hey, how did that work for you? Um, do you have advice for me? Things like that. Okay? So I look forward to seeing you guys on Tuesday the 14th. Ciao. Adios. Au revoir. Auf Wiedersehen. Bye bye.